So our Walmart is remodeling, apparently. And look at all these containers and stuff that they have inside the fence. What in the world is going on at our Walmart? Why are they remodeling? Conspiracy theorists are saying, oh, what are they trying to hide? What's going on? But, look at all these clothes. They have all this clearance. And they have, moved the men's stuff up front with the women's stuff. And I feel like it's in line with some of the other Walmart floor plans. But it's pretty tight right now, the way they have it. We had a hard time getting our buggy down some of these aisles.
Yeah, they were very close together. Especially, some of the turning points, you'll see where
right there.
our buggy hits some of the clothing because of how close together it all is. You can't fit more than one buggy down an aisle. Not in the clothing section.
But, you also, if you're looking for a specific thing right now, you can't find it. It's really, I went in there to get a certain brand of pants that were linen, and I knew right where they were, and I could not find them the other day. Yeah. So...
And you can tell it's back to school because a lot of the backpacks and stuff are missing off the racks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's kind of crazy. And the shopper just about took us out right there. But, as you can see right here, coffee's a little bit low, and there is supposed to be a coffee shortage.
Pickles were a little low, too.
Yeah,
you can see
some of the condiments were low, and also the section of condiments was smaller. I felt and look at the teas. There are a lot of teas on the bottom shelf missing. And some jams and jellies that were a little bit low as well. The peanut butter wasn't as stocked as I thought it, usually is. So we go over here to the meats and spin around a couple of times in the meats.
It's a long aisle.
Sorry to make you dizzy. It is a pretty long aisle, and one of the things that I noticed about the meats is that they were lower on cuts of beef. They had plenty of ground beef.
Right, lots of ground beef. And the natural...
The natural section is always a little bit smaller. I wish it were bigger. But...
it wasn't, fully stocked either.
It
was very low.
It had more just, ground meat than it did cuts of meat. When we go to Publix, they have their whole section, that green-wise section.
Yeah. Overall, though, the red meats were considerably lower stocked than the chicken.
Yeah, the chicken was...
The poultry was well stocked.
Pretty good, yeah. And then we go in the freezer section, and there were several areas where it was a lot lower than what
breakfast
you would
sandwiches,
think. And some of that could be, we were saying earlier, back to school, but... And maybe people getting ready, for their kids to have breakfast before they get on the bus.
Grab and go meals were pretty low.
Yeah, a lot of convenience foods.
Convenience foods. And again, that could be because people are buying snacks and stuff for their kids for when they come home from school.
It could be.
Or breakfast foods for the morning.
I don't think any of the shortages that we saw on the shelves had anything to do with tariffs per se, because those haven't really hit. But the selections seem to be fewer.
Yeah.
And so it's there are fewer brands represented. And then too, one of the things I noticed was the Walmart brand was not as well represented as it usually is.
Right. Except for on the cereal aisle.
Except for on the cereal aisle. Yeah.
Which we'll get to. But, even some of the vegetables were low.
Yeah, we tried to go down the bread aisle there, but there were too many people on it. And so we just turned around.
Yeah.
Especially, this is the pasta and the dried potatoes. All
Fruit was
the
low.
fruit, the canned fruit was really
Canned
low.
goods in general were pretty low.
Canned goods had a lot of holes in them.
Yeah.
On both sides. The tomatoes too, which usually the tomatoes are very well stocked.
Mm-hmm.
And we stopped. There's plenty of ramen, so there's no crisis when there's ramen on the shelf.
Yeah.
If there's ramen on the shelf, where there's no hurricane or anything coming. But the soups, the canned soups were low. The broths were very low.
International foods are a little low in some places, depending
Yeah.
on what it is.
And more like some of the canned pasta stuff was low. And the canned meats, there were a couple of holes in there too. And then we went down the seasonal aisle, and the Gatorade seemed to be low.
Yeah, the
the aisle on the left is all the like drink stuff, and then on the right was kind of seasonal.
Mm-hmm.
But
bread was low on the seasonal aisle.
yeah, I think this
Big
is
holes
like
in the
back to
juice.
school, grab some snacks for your kids aisle.
Yeah.
And then on this aisle, I noticed that they put the equal down on the bottom shelf and they shrank it. There used to be like 5 different types of equal, and now there's
Right.
not. But overall, this aisle was stocked better than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
The pumpkin was a little low on that aisle, and some of the like cake mixes and
Flours and stuff.
bread
The
mixes.
sugar, I think, was a little
The
low.
sugar was a little low, but it wasn't as bad, and the spices are okay too.
Mm-hmm.
This
Lots
is
of
the cereal
cereal.
aisle. But on the left, you can see that there are a lot of holes on the shelves in the breakfast.
And there's a lot of the same brands. There's not like a whole lot of variety in the brands that we're seeing now. Whereas there used to be way more variety,
Right.
especially at Walmart. Like
Yeah,
that's what they're
Walmart.
known
Walmart
for.
represented like every company pretty
Right.
much.
And now we're seeing like 3 or 4
Maybe
companies
3,
or
yeah.
less, depending on the aisle.
We hit the candy and the toilet paper and stuff, and like the big bags of candy for what you would see like for Halloween, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Those, they always keep those in stock, and they were very low.
Yeah.
Very, very low. Big holes in the popcorn and stuff,
Yeah.
which that's always full.
Another shopper almost running into us.
Yeah.
Paper plates and stuff were
Yeah.
low.
I mean, so much stuff. All of the plug-ins, the Scenty things,
Mhm.
all that stuff was very low in stock.
Yeah.
Dish detergent was a little lower than normal.
Bleach.
Bleach was low. Got some Zote soap, but they didn't have the individual bars of the white one, so I got flakes. This is the chip aisle and the drink aisle.
There were some holes on the drinks.
Yeah, the drink aisle was pretty low, and the chips too, but the holes were mainly in the areas where the boxes of small chips, for like lunches and stuff were.
Yeah.
So the wine selection was like, I don't know, it was really short, and some of the mixers for the drinks, like the waters were
And there
lower
were-
than normal.
There were some big holes where the sparkling waters were
Yeah.
too.
And see, we both see like different things when we look at the store. There was a decent amount of butter. There's plenty of cottage cheese and creamers and stuff.
Lots of shoppers every corner you turn.
Lots of Milo's tea.
Yep. No eggs though.
But
the eggs were low.
Yeah, the eggs were really low, and some of the yogurt too.
A
was
lot of
kinda
the
low.
cookies are low.
And again, like the yogurts, the small ones, and the cookies and stuff. that
Grab
could
and go
be-
baking stuff was low.
Yeah, but like the little like Pillsbury muffins and all that, that's kind of
Yeah.
low.
And then you get the big open space.
This big open space used to be the infant child area, and now they've moved that up there to the left. And way over here started part of the electronics section.
Mm-hmm.
No, the shoes. The shoes were right here.
Yeah.
And they turned this into the office supply / school supply area. And the one thing that I noticed here on this is that, so those aisles are new, the ones we just come through. All of those aisles are way shorter and way further apart than normal, like how we're used to seeing it. These were not that far apart compared to the food, though, remember?
Yeah, the food aisles were like really far apart. And then the further away from the food you get, the smaller the aisles get.
But
like width-wise.
every way we turned, there was a shopper.
Mm-hmm. There's another one.
And like a lot of them, you know, and there were Instacart shoppers and stuff all through the store as well. And they were doing multiple orders, you could tell.
Yeah.
So it's almost like they're retrofitting the store basically for shoppers instead of for people to come in person.
Not for like customers, but for like online.
Right, for
orders.
online business. This section has already been reset, so I'm wondering if they're going to keep the food aisles that far apart just to accommodate all those shoppers.
Maybe.
Because all these aisles have already been moved.
Yeah, and there's a lot of empty space on those aisles too. Like a lot of empty shelves, I should say.
It's a mess. It's a mess.
Like
they
there's
moved,
another empty.
like in the sporting goods,
And there's no bikes.
There are no bikes. We couldn't figure that one out. 0 bikes.
Yeah.
And there were none outside either. So I don't know what that's about, but they moved where you get your force multipliers from. They moved that whole section
They moved
into the back corner where the fishing rods used to be. So, I mean, I can't wait till they get this done so we can see what they're actually doing. But there were a lot of holes on the shelves everywhere in the store. I don't really think it's because of the tariffs, because they haven't fully taken effect yet. I mean, it could be people stocking up, you know, before the tariffs hit. Like this whole section right here, the paint section, they just redid it and took a lot of the paints and stuff out.
Yeah, it used to be a lot bigger.
Yeah, it used to be way bigger. And the light bulb section is really small now, too.
Yeah, it used to be like a whole aisle.
Yeah, but now it's not. And they already got the fall stuff out.
Which I'm excited about.
Yeah.
But it's
oh,
Halloween
yeah.
every
She
day.
wanted one of those little candy corn stuffies and the bat stuffy.
They're cute.
They are cute.
And they had the pumpkin spice candles out already.
And we didn't go in the garden supply area because it's always in flux because it's seasonal pretty much. So it's always kind of a mess. But there's school supplies in like 3 different areas of the store.
Yep. Like here's another school supply section. And again, there's holes in the backpacks. There were holes on the shelves where the school supplies are. Empty shelves in the school supply area.
Oh, yeah. And like every day when you go in Walmart, we should have went back today, but every day when you go in Walmart, there's like, it looks different because they're working overnight trying to get it reset.
Yeah, supposedly they're going to be done in November.
Yeah, it's going to take them till November. As you can see right here, like, look at all the clothes that are on the right up there. All those racks. And all this was the back side of the jewelry area. So this was where the jewelry counter was.
And the clothes were like $2, $3, and $5. Like, that's insane.
Yeah, the
Like,
clothes
what are
were
they doing?
very affordable.
Yeah.
And it was very busy in there as far as like that area because everybody knew that there's a clearance going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, the different stuff and the prices.
Yeah. I mean, you can't beat $5 for
No.
a dress or a two-piece set or something. Like,
And there were clothes that were $24 that were $3.
there we go, bumping into the clothes again.
Yeah. Well, it was really tight right there, like very tight. In some areas, I couldn't even get the cart in.
Yeah, we had to take some alternate routes in a couple of places.
They already had the new stuff out.
Yep.
You know.
They have all the, like, back-to-school clothes out. They've got all the fall stuff out. Like, you can see the fall colors.
Yeah, this is, like, all the new stuff right
through. You can
see
see the sweaters. Like, they're putting it out, even though the clothing area is so full.
One of the things I noticed about the new stuff that they're putting out is that very little of it was from China. I don't recall seeing anything that had a Made in China sticker on it. But I'm sure there's stuff in there that, you know, the newer stuff that's made in China, but I just didn't come across it, mainly because I'm drawn more to natural fibers. And that's one thing that I'm noticing that Walmart is doing, is they are putting a lot of more natural fibers in the store.
Yeah.
Right through here, they had like just random, this used to be the purse area, and it's just kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of everything. It's got kids stuff in it. It's got ladies stuff in it. And man, I feel sorry for those the people that do fill the online orders, because how are they going to find anything?
Yeah.
But this aisle was really tight.
Yeah. All those aisles were tight. Almost had a collision there.
So we're going to go check the produce out because we need some nanners. And the peaches, we checked them. They're from Georgia, but they were 78 cents a piece. So I don't know. Like,
we don't really know what's going on, but we're curious to find out. So I guess we'll have to
stay tuned. When it's finished, we'll do another one.
Yep.